Hello, dear investors. I have been getting a lot of calls as queries and WhatsApp forwards regarding the Franklin Templeton event, which has created an unnecessary scare amongst the Investors Fraternity. फ्रैंकलिन टेम्पल्टन की डेट स्कीम्स के बारे में न्यूज़ में देख के काफ़ी लोग उनके खुद के म्यूचुअल फंड्स के इन्वेस्टमेंट को लेकर घबरा गए हैं. Today we would be discussing upon two major topics. Number one, why Franklin Templeton suspended 6 of its debt funds, which brings me to number two, are mutual funds really safe to invest in? क्या म्यूचुअल फंड्स सही है? On a side note, we would like our investors to know that Prefinserv with its asset under advisory has no exposure in these suspended debt schemes. Although many of you would still be concerned regarding your investment in mutual funds because of this problem. So let's understand what did not go well in Franklin Templeton debt schemes. Firstly, the issue was only in debt funds and not equity funds. 6 debt schemes of Franklin Templeton Mutual Fund had taken some aggressive debt positions, that is credit risk, in their portfolios. And as India went into lockdown post the COVID-19 crisis, these papers became largely illiquid, that is non-sellable in the debt market before their maturity. At the same time, investors became nervous about credit risk and redemptions in the funds increased. This in turn forced the Franklin Templeton to borrow money from banks to honor these high frequency redemptions. However, this position was unsustainable and hence the fund house took the decision to suspend these schemes for both inflows and outflows in the interest of the investors. Hence, the problem is not of default, it is a liquidity issue. In simple words, क्रेडिट रिस्क बढ़ जाने की वजह से इन्वेस्टर्स में तनाव पैदा हो गया और सब अपने पैसे निकालने लगे. अब जो पैसा फ्रैंकलिन टेम्पल्टन ने शॉर्ट टर्म पेपर्स में इन्वेस्ट किया था, वो बेच के उन्होंने इन्वेस्टर्स को पैसा दे दिया. बट जब सिचुएशन आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो गई तो इन्वेस्टर्स को पैसा देने के लिए वो अपने लॉन्ग टर्म इलिक्विड पेपर्स नहीं बेच पाए. इस कोविड क्राइसिस के वजह से मार्केट में कोई खरीदने वाला ही नहीं था. इस सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल करने के लिए फ्रैंकलिन टेम्पल्टन ने ये स्कीम्स को सस्पेंड कर दिया. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि कंपनी उड़ गई है, बस लिक्विडिटी का इशू है. सो द क्वेश्चन अराइजेस एज व्हेन टू इन्वेस्टर्स विल गेट देयर मनी बैक. Franklin Templeton Asset Management Company has said that it will publish a net asset value, that is NAV, for the schemes on a daily basis, and they have communicated that they will pay the investors in tranches as and when they are able to sell the bonds at a fair value or receive the funds on the maturity of the bond. जैसे जैसे उनके बॉन्ड्स मैच्योर होते जाएंगे, या तो उनको अपने बॉन्ड्स के मैच्योरिटी के पहले सही वैल्यू पे बेचने का मौका मिल जाएगा, तब वो पार्ट बाय पार्ट इन्वेस्टर्स को पैसा देते रहेंगे. बट इन्वेस्टर्स की फंड की वैल्यू एज यूजुअल डे बाय डे एनएवी के माध्यम से बढ़ती और घटती रहेगी. बिकॉज ऑफ द फ्रैंकलिन टेम्पल्टन प्रॉब्लम, मेनी इन्वेस्टर्स हैव लॉस्ट देयर फेथ एंड ट्रस्ट इन म्यूचुअल फंड्स. Are mutual funds still a good avenue to invest our hard-earned money? क्या म्यूचुअल फंड्स सही है? It's like if you drown while learning swimming, you don't give up on learning how to swim. Hence, in this second part of the video, I thought of making you understand about the structure of mutual fund industry and how it is important for you as an investor. So let's understand the structure with the help of a 3-circle diagram. First circle is called the pool of investors, where investors collect money in a mutual fund scheme as per their investment objective. For example, in our case is rupees 2000 crores. We give this money to the second circle. The second circle is called the 3-tier structure. As the first tier, we have the sponsor. At the second tier, we have a trust or the trustees, and in the third tier, we have the asset management company. Now let's understand this with the example. We all know when Reliance as a mutual fund existed, which is now called Nippon India Asset Management Company, the sponsor was Reliance Capital, which belonged to Mr. Anil Ambani. He had to compulsorily give birth to a trust where two-thirds of the trustees have to be independent and which are approved by SEBI. Your money as investors remains with the trust and not with the sponsor, hence your money is safe. Now rupees 2000 crores of assets are just managed by the asset management company. The asset management company merely acts as advisors to the trustees. The fund managers in the asset management company advises the trustees on where to invest in different markets. As a mutual fund, it can diversify its assets in call money market, debt market, equity market, real estate, and gold. And this is all guided by the investment objective decided by the investor. Hence, in a mutual fund, you take the market risk and not the default risk. Means no one can run away with your money. म्यूचुअल फंड्स में मार्केट के उतार चढ़ाव का रिस्क जरूर होता है, लेकिन आपके पैसे लेकर कोई भाग नहीं सकता. Now let's understand at the advantages of investing in mutual funds. First is portfolio diversification. By not investing in one company or one paper, they invest in many. So this reduces the risk. There is a portfolio management which is qualified to take a much educated decision on your behalf. By buying in bulk, they get economies of scale, which means the cost gets divided within a pool of investors. Larger the pool, lesser the cost. You can buy or sell anytime, and well, this was compromised in the case of Franklin Templeton Debt Schemes. Tax deferral means you don't pay tax when the mutual fund buys or sells stocks within the fund, but you only pay tax at the time when you sell your mutual fund. You get the same tax advantage as PPF of rupees 1,50,000 under section 80C by investing it in equity linked savings scheme. Mutual funds are highly convenient and flexible. For example, if you want to invest rupees 1000 to buy a share of MRF, which is quoted around 59,000 rupees right now, you will not be able to buy it from the stock market. But you will be able to buy a mutual fund portfolio which consists of such high value stocks of rupees 1000 also, and you get a proportionate units of that stock. Mutual fund industry is highly regulated by Securities Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. Hope this presentation clears many of your doubts about mutual funds and you feel that mutual fund sahi hai. Please feel free to contact us via these details mentioned on screen. We would be happy to help. Stay safe, stay indoors. Thank you.